Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining us. I actually already put this house in escrow during the construction phase, but before the buyers close on it and move in, I thought we'd take a sneak peek. We are at 12554 Preston. The property is 4 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, almost 4,400 square feet, has an awesome pool, rooftop deck, incredible views. This is a developer that I do a lot of business with. I love his style. He's the architect and the builder. Let's check it out. All right, guys, so here we are. I apologize if it's echoey and if you hear the water feature from the pool. Like I said, this one's already sold, so we're not gonna stage it. But it's worth walking through because first off, June and his work is some of my favorite, like I said, and you can actually see how much style this house has without even having any furniture in it.
Yeah, it's really cool. I'm sorry guys, I'm sure you're probably used to Trey's voice on this camera. I don't want to just sneak in on you, but it's Mikey today. I thought I'd ask Laci a few questions. So you actually sold this house while it was being built, right?
Yeah.
And how did you manage to do that?
So here's the thing. I had a property, my first property with June, we just sold and closed in October of last year. We had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that went through that house. People in the neighborhood loved it. We got the highest price in Mar Vista last year with that house. And so it was pretty easy to let people know, hey, I've got these other projects with June. So he sort of created this following, and I basically sold this property from that. So because we sold this during construction, the buyer was actually able to make modifications to the property to personalize it. One of those modifications was creating more seating at the end of this island. They also were able to choose the color of the stone, some of the cabinets. Once we have the certificate of occupancy, they're actually going to install a bar right where we walked in at the front door.
And is that common? Do you usually sell properties in the construction phase, or is this kind of an anomaly?
No. It's something that we do. So I do a lot of new construction, and I'm able to basically talk to people about the different types of builders and their different styles.
Yeah. And
so when you have product that people can get inside of, and then you have floor plans and lot location, it's pretty easy to then sell other properties. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And this is a weird question. This probably won't be used.
Let's get weird.
So do you have a special way to market these properties under construction? Do you have digital renderings? What do you and your team do to show the buyer what the final product will look like?
Yeah, great question. So we get renderings from our architects, and we put them on various online sources, for example, Zillow, right? Coming soon. The funny thing is that recently the MLS has made changes, so we're not going to be able to do that anymore. New construction is a little bit of a caveat, but there's no silver bullet. It's online advertising. It helps that I specialize in the area, so I always have open houses and I'm always meeting the neighbors. We do target marketing to the areas around Mar Vista. So Mar Vista is a very family-oriented community, but it's very close to all of the action in Venice and all of the fun in Santa Monica. So people that live in Venice or Santa Monica, they want a little bit more space. You're definitely going to get more bang for your buck. They come to Mar Vista. So that's part of why Mar Vista has gentrified so much over the last 5 to 10 years.
Good to know. So
yeah.
I can't help but just be overpowered by this torrential waterfall sound. Let's go check out the backyard.
You mean this behind me? Out here, we have a 40-foot long pool, an 8-person spa, of course the custom water features. Watch your step there. This beautiful deck. Also, you can see that the wood matches the siding, all very seamless and integrated. The built-in barbecue back here. So true to the architect builder's style, we have 2 features that you may have noticed in Shelby, 3251 Shelby, which is the custom built-in wine cooler, refrigerator, as well as the dual staircases. So you're probably wondering, well, where's the second staircase, right? Obviously you have this one here, but let's peek around the corner.
You're some kind of mind reader.
I've been told that before. So downstairs we have 1 bedroom that's en suite, and then upstairs we have 3 bedrooms that are en suite. Because the buyer already bought this, this is where their kids are gonna go up to their bedrooms. Let's check it out. All right, you guys, so this is one of the 2 bedrooms that's upstairs besides the master suite. I mean, if you're a kid, how much do you love this space? You have a private balcony, an ensuite bathroom, 2 closets. They're built out. I mean, seriously, pretty nice.
I'm gonna have to file my adoption papers to get up in here.
Yeah. Earlier I said that this staircase goes to the 2 kids' bedrooms, but through here is the laundry room. How awesome is that?
Yeah.
But also, again, true to June's signature style and architecture, you actually have access to the master bedroom closet, but you can close it off and lock it to keep this completely private. So upstairs, while you have the master suite and the 2 bedrooms, you can also keep them completely separate.
So you keep talking about June and his designs. How long have you been working with June, and how do you actually find these developers to basically give you these properties to list?
Yeah, so I met June a couple years ago. I had a property that was open, and in the Westside of LA, where I focus a lot of the properties, there's like a spectrum. So there's from land value to something that's brand new construction and everywhere in between. So the property that I was holding open was considered land value. A lot of developers come in to open houses, and in this case, June came in so sweet with coffee for me and said, hey, I want this property, will you help me get it? And so I absolutely gave it my best foot forward. Unfortunately, the competition was so high on that that I wasn't able to get him that property, but I was like, I want to work with you, I really like you. And I knew what property he had done in the neighborhood. It wasn't with me, but it got the highest price square foot at the time, and I knew that I wanted to find him more property. I knew that I wanted to sell his newly constructed properties. So I went out and I found other properties that were land value, one in which was 12662 Rose. So that one, we found him in October of 2017, and we closed with the new buyer of the newly constructed home in October of 2019.
So moral of the story, it pays to be nice. June bringing you coffee.
You attract a lot more bees with honey than vinegar.
Yeah, yeah. So any developers out there that are just dying to have Laci list their property, bring her a coffee and be a sweetheart.
Yes.
And she will sell your house for you.
Yes. So now that we're up here and we're basically already in the master closet, let me walk you through the master suite. Come on.
Do you have enough clothes to fill this closet, Laci? Because I don't.
No, but I love that it gives me space to do so.
Yeah. It's nice to have flexibility, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, this is probably something that's pretty signature of June and his work, is to have these really beautiful master closets that are completely finished. Also, in the bathroom, you've got your separate floating tub, you have your steam shower, all built out in stone. In the master, you have this privacy because we are in the backyard of the property, but because there's a street behind the house, he chose to do the windows up high, so you still get sky and tree view, but you don't have to worry about people seeing you, so you still have the privacy. Something that's really cool, some people don't understand, I personally love, is that if you're in your master, this house is so open and has so much flow to it that even when you're in your master, you can actually see like what's going on downstairs. Of course, you can choose to frost it or put up different types of window treatments if you want that closed off. It's a pretty cool option. But also, from this space, check out this glass railing though. Again, like with all of the natural light, all of the glass, all of these different elements, it just feels so good in here. Let's go up to the rooftop. All right, you guys, so now we're at the rooftop, but we're still inside. And like I said, because the buyers purchased the property during construction, they were able to make some modifications. One of the modifications that they made was to have extra storage up here and a dishwasher, because they plan on having some pretty cool get-togethers on the roof. All right, you guys, so we just stepped out onto the rooftop deck. As you can tell, it's windy up here because the ocean's just right there and we're getting a lot of that breeze. One thing I also wanted to point out is I had mentioned a few times that I've done a lot of work with June. I've been working with June for the last couple of years. And on this same street, actually just a few doors down, is another property that we have that is not in escrow yet. So if you guys are interested, reach out. And we'll be touring that at a later time. So up here we have water, we have electrical, we have gas, so you can actually build in an outdoor kitchen up here or another barbecue if you want. But otherwise, I mean, you've got the fire pit, you've got the views. June has gone and done it again.
That's all you need. Well, thank you for letting us in and showing us this property, Laci.
You're so welcome. It's been my pleasure. I really appreciate you guys checking out my channel. Again, if you like what you see, subscribe. We're definitely going to be adding more content. working on doing it on a weekly basis. If there's anything you guys want to see, definitely hit me up, send me a comment. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep doing my thing and showing you guys awesome properties. We'll see you next time. Bye, you guys.